Here with reaction, Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. Senator, your reaction to all of this. I'm a trust but verify guy. I'm a peace through strength guy. I believe you are as well.
Yeah, so let's put this in context. In a few hours, Donald Trump reversed the damage done to America by Biden's withdrawal from Afghanistan. By destroying Iran's nuclear facilities by using B-2 bombers, helping Israel, but delivering a decisive blow, which was bold and brilliant. President Trump let every other adversary in the world know Joe Biden doesn't live in the White House anymore. There's a new sheriff in town. He's been strong. He's been measured. President Trump has. He wants peace, but it takes two people to have peace. So what would I say about the ceasefire? If the ceasefire is genuine and will lead to peace, it is a major league accomplishment. If the ceasefire is used to rearm and regroup by Iran, we've gone backwards. How can you determine the difference? I am tonight challenging the foreign minister of Iran to publicly say tomorrow, you have the night to think about it, that the Iranian regime no longer wishes to destroy the state of Israel. We've abandoned our policy of killing all the Jews. We recognize Israel as a legitimate sovereign nation entitled to live in the region in peace with the rest of us. If they will say that, that is a giant leap forward and may lead to peace through a ceasefire. If they can't say that, that probably tells you all you need to know.
Well, it's interesting because he tweeted out, as Iran has repeatedly made clear, Israel launched war on Iran, not the other way around. As of now, there's no agreement or ceasefire. However, provided the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, we have no intention to continue our response afterwards. The final decision on the cessation of our military operations will be made later. But, you know, the bigger question here is they have been arming their proxies. They have armed Hamas. They were part of the planning of what happened on October 7, 2023. They have been arming Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad. They have been arming the Houthi rebels and the militias out of Syria and Iraq. The Israelis have been fighting a seven-front war. Sure, Israel can react to it, but there's got to be some system of checks and balances. If the Iranians really want peace and they want to survive, because as the president said on Saturday night, these were the hard targets. If the president wanted to ruin their economy, he could do so easily by taking out the refineries that are clustered together inside of Iran. If he wanted to take out their entire electric gas grid in the country, he could do that. You know, literally, it would be a layup for the United States military compared to what they did this weekend. So there's a lot on the line here, and there are a lot of easy targets that would destroy the regime. President Trump, once again, is giving them an opportunity to choose peace. They chose not to listen twice the last time. What makes us think they'll listen this time?
Well, they've been severely degraded. Their nuclear ambitions have been set back in a very large, dramatic way between Israel and the United States. But do they still desire a nuclear weapon? Do they still want to kill all the Jews and wipe Israel off the map, attack Saudi Arabia and purify Islam and come after us? Do they still want to be the largest state sponsor of terrorism on the planet? A ceasefire that will lead to peace is a wonderful thing. And the only reason we're talking about ceasefire is because of Donald J. Trump. But here's my question. The Iranian foreign minister said at 4 o'clock Mideast time, they would no longer attack Israel if Israel doesn't attack them. That's not enough for me. What I want him to say tomorrow morning is not only will we not attack Israel in the future, we recognize Israel as a legitimate member of the Mideast, a sovereign nation entitled to live in peace, and we no longer desire, we no longer will try to destroy the state of Israel. We've changed our policy when it comes to Israel. We no longer want to kill all the Jews and destroy the state of Israel. If he will say that, then you've got a real breakthrough. If he won't say that, then I think they're just buying time to regroup and come at Israel later. So President Trump, you've done a wonderful job.
It would take years, Senator, for them to build back the nuclear program. I mean, years and years and years. But it probably would only take them 6 months to build back in a significant way their ballistic missile program. They have 2,000-pound bombs now. They want 4,000-pound bombs, and they have shown a willingness to target heavily populated areas in Israel. There has to be some check and balance, and I have enough confidence in the president, in Secretary of State Rubio, in the Mideast envoy Steve Witkoff, that when they get to the nitty-gritty details of what the ceasefire will actually be in reality, that would be something that we must insist on, and I'm sure they would, correct?
Yeah, I'm sure they. I'm sure we wouldn't sign up for a terrible deal, but I'm not asking for nitty-gritty details. I'm not asking to do the deal overnight. I'm asking for them to make a statement tomorrow morning, Mideast time, that the Iranian regime no longer desires to destroy the Jewish state, Israel, that they've changed their policy. They recognize Israel can live in the region as an independent, sovereign Jewish state. They accept that. And if they can't say that, there are no details that matters to me. So what I want to do is hear from the Iranians, we don't want to kill all the Jews anymore. We've abandoned that as our goal. We'll accept Israel. If they won't say that, that says all I need to know. God bless President Trump for his strong leadership. But to our friends in Israel, they told me Sunday, we're not going to live this way anymore. If they can't acknowledge Israel has a right to exist, then this deal will not last.
You know, it's amazing. Donald Trump certainly, I mean, he's put a lot of time, effort, energy into the cause of peace and given all of these countries opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And that's a credit to him and a feather in his cap.
Amen.
Senator, thank you.